Hello guys, I'm back with an update on my radio. Um, uh, I don't know if you guys remember, but I asked for help from some of the YouTubers that restore these radios, and I was able to get a lot of help to get this radio going. Mr. Carter, he was one that I think gave me the most help. Also, Mr. John from Arkansas, he also gave me some suggestions, and I did. I was following their instructions, and I was able to figure out what the problem was once they explained to me what to check for, as far as voltages and stuff like that. Mr. Carter, I want to thank you very, very much for taking the time to make the video for the troubleshooting. It opened my eyes in many ways on how to go about troubleshooting these radios. Like I said, I'm just a newbie at this, so your video helped a lot. And again, thank you very much. One of your I guess diagnostics in the beginning, you said that by looking at the schematic, you said that it wasn't going to be in the area of the 6Q7G tube, and you were absolutely right. After watching the video and you telling me to check voltages on the plates, which on this ones are on pin 3, I was getting voltages on the 6 alpha 8 pin 3. I was getting around 104 volts. On the 6Q7 I was getting the same thing, 104 volts. But once I got to the 6Q7G, on the plate on pin 3 I was not getting anything. I was getting 0. On the 6F6 I was getting voltage. I was getting 170 volts. After I checked the voltages and sent them to you, you said that your guess at that point was that the 6Q7G was having a short. And the reason why you told me that is because I told you that what was going on is this is a 6Q7G. Every time I would remove this wire from right here, I would get voltages. I would get voltages on pin 3. I would get almost 104 volts. So your diagnostic was that this was probably shorted. So you suggested that I get new tubes, and I did. I got actually I ordered 2 tubes from one of your subscribers. He mentioned a gentleman. I can't remember right now what the name of the company is, but anyway, I bought 2 tubes, and this is one of them. It's the 6Q7, and when I first got them, I got the tubes, I think it was on Monday night. So I was so happy to get them. I was very anxious to get in these tubes because, like I said, I've been wanting to get this radio going, and it was, I came from work around 5:30, and there was a package waiting for me, and it was this tubes. So all I did was go straight open the box, get these tubes, and put it in there. And I thought, well, that's gonna work. I mean, what else could it be? So what I did is I put this tube first, put it in there, turned the radio on, and I was getting the same thing, no voltage. And I would take this off, I would get voltage. So I thought, oh man. So I was kind of sad at that point. I was like, oh no. So like I said, I bought 2. So I got the other one, and I also put it in there, but I got the same result. So I thought, oh man. And then I started thinking, could it be that these tubes that I bought, could they be bad? And that was a possibility. But then I started thinking to myself, okay, with the information that Mr. Carter gave me, I started thinking, okay, why is it? It cannot be. I already tried these two new tubes, the old tube, and other tubes that I had that were 6Q7. So, and all of them were having the same problem. And I was thinking, okay, what are the chances of 5 tubes being bad? So I thought, okay, it has to be something else. So again, I went and checked voltages. And the way I found out the problem with this, it was funny and upsetting at the same time, because after all this time and with all you guys' help, the problem was very simple. Like I said, when I put the new tube and I put it on, I test them all, and I was getting the same thing. I thought, well, why am I not getting voltage? And for some weird reason, I thought maybe it's an alignment. But then I thought to myself, well, the alignment doesn't have anything to do with not getting voltage. But, well, anyway, I decided to, well, I'm going to start, see if I can get any sound from this thing. So I started messing with the screws on top of these coils, both of them. And I was messing with them, and while I was messing with it, I had a small screwdriver, which actually it was this one right here. I was playing with it, I was trying to adjust, I was just trying to see if I could get any sound. And on one of those times, I was bringing my screwdriver here, and I dropped it by mistake, and it hit the tube, and all of a sudden I got sound. Stations were coming in. So I was like, what's going on with this tube? So I started moving it, wiggling it back and forth, and I've done this many times, where I would move the cables just to make sure that they were making good connections. I was cleaning, I took the tubes off, and I was cleaning the connectors inside, but I was still getting the same thing. So when that happened, I thought, okay, so I know that there's a faulty connection with this tube. So what I started doing is, then I started thinking again, okay, if when I take this off, I get good voltage readings here. I think I was getting -3 and 85 volts on pin 3. So I thought, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start disconnecting this, and what I did is I put my voltmeter just to see how it continuity, and I thought, well, maybe there's something wrong with this cable right here. Maybe there's a break inside this. I don't know what this is for. I don't know. My guess could be maybe for noise reduction, maybe. Well, but this cable right here, so I thought maybe there's a break inside right here somewhere, and it's not making a connection. So when I was putting the connector here, maybe it was breaking. So I thought, all right, let me do this. So I took it off, and I replaced this cable, and I put this thing back again, just the same way it was. And to my surprise, there was no break on the cable. So I thought, okay, I put it on again, tried it again, nothing. Well, to make the story short, the problem, it's always been this thing right here. What was happening is that this, I guess, it's supposed to be this way. And the way it was actually connected to this connector right here. So as soon as I connect this to the connector for the tube, it shorts out. Once I do this, it shorts out the voltage here and the voltage on pin 3. As soon as I take this off, I got sound. Everything comes in. So again, after all this time, this is what the problem was. Now let me show you that it works. So let me turn it on. And while I was waiting for the tubes and stuff like that, I built that right there, which there's another gentleman on YouTube that says that that's the poor man's, what is it called? The poor man's, I forgot the name of that thing now. But anyway, it's to help you make sure that if there's a short here, that it's not going to damage the radio. So I went ahead and followed his instructions to it, and I make that up. So now that's what I'm using every time I plug in the radios. So going back to the radio, now the radio's on, and as you can see,
if you're going to buy a house within the next 5 years, which is your goal,
now the radio is playing. So I was, like I said, it was a learning experience for me, this radio. Now going on forward, I know what to look for. Again, with the help of Mr. Carter and Mr. John and other YouTubers that put some comments, that send me some private messages and tell me do this, do that. Thank you guys a lot. And again, that's what the problem was. This piece of cable right here, touching that. Oh, and I can probably show you guys to you right now. See, the audio went off. I took it off. It's back again. So, well, again, thank you guys for your help. Now what I'm going to do is, now that I know it's working and everything, I don't know if you can tell, but I started polishing some of these tubes. I took this off. I started cleaning, most of this stuff. There was some rust in there, so I got rid of that. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I'm starting to polish some of this right here. There's the difference. That's where I stopped last night. And then I'm going to start polishing. I think I'm going to take this off. I'm going to paint it. I polished that one. I got to work on that one tonight. And yeah, it's good. It's not a finished project yet, but it was a big step getting this chassis going. I'm going to work on the cabinet later on. The cabinet, it's in a pretty bad shape. So, actually, let me see if I can show it to you guys how the cabinet is. That's the cabinet right there. From the front side, it doesn't look that bad, but it's on the top. I don't know if you can see. It's let me see. Can get it out. It's some of the veneers coming off pretty bad, and it's has separated from here. There's it's the lighting is not very good here, but it has separated really bad. So that's probably the last step I'm going to do with this radio. There's also the dial. Not it looks like a telephone dial. That it's not broken, but it's missing a piece. I'm gonna pause this for a minute and see if I can find it, that way I can show it to you guys. So here's the dial, or I don't know how you could call this, but I don't know if you can see, but it's got a hole right here. It's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be like this one's here, the rest of them. So maybe it's not a big deal. I'm gonna see if I can find a new one, which probably it's gonna be very hard to find one. If not, I'll just see what I can do to patch that hole, make it look similar to the rest. But again, that's gonna be probably in a couple of weeks For right now, I'm gonna concentrate on cleaning the chassis. I'm gonna try to do my best, make it better the way it looks. So I think that's it. Like I said, as you can see, it's working, and it's very sensitive, but it does pick up quite a few stations.
Underprivileged kids picking on poor kids, poor kids and stuff like that.
There's the
TMZ Sports. Okay, nothing says family like football and hot chicks and really.
okay, guys. That's it. My battery's about to die, so again, thank you very much for your help. And once I get it done, I'll go ahead and make a short video to show you guys the finished product. All right, thank you.